Do you feel overwhelmed when you think about the possibility of a separation or a divorce? Are you scared or lonely when you think about a divorce? Join me today on this episode of Life Lessons in Divorce Recovery as I share with you the 2 questions you must ask yourself before making the decision to separate or divorce from your partner.
Welcome to this episode of Life Lessons in Divorce Recovery with your host, divorce recovery coach and licensed psychotherapist, Christy Knights.
Life is tough. There's no doubt about that. Most of us are aware that 55% of first-time marriages end in divorce. 70% second-time marriages end in divorce. Partnership comes with challenges. It's the experiences that create resiliency and strength. With that being said, contemplating a separation from your spouse is a life-changing decision for all involved. It brings a plethora of emotions from anger and confusion to sadness and fear. It is such a roller coaster. The influx of emotion can cloud judgment. When judgment is clouded, decisions are made based on emotions rather than logic. No matter what the decisions are, if they come from a place of emotion, they most likely will add further confusion and remorse. Some of you may have already made this decision, or perhaps you're in the throes of the emotions of contemplating a separation. Today, I will share with you 2 questions to ask yourself to aid in clarifying your decision. As I was contemplating a separation from my ex-spouse, the most smothering emotion was fear. Fear can be for a number of reasons. The 2 most common reported sessions is loneliness and financial stability. However, others like myself fear the stigma. Upon further reflection on my sole decision, the largest fear was my emotional strength to separate and create a space of permanency for my decision. Could I make it last? Albeit dysfunctional at the time, it is so easy to return to the old state of life because it was predictable. Did I have the emotional strength to initiate a separation and commit to that decision? That was my fear. Perhaps you're wondering, what about the children? Did you think about your children? Well, of course I did. The answer is yes. I had no doubt they would grow to be more resilient and stronger through this decision. It was clear to me my unhappiness was unhealthy for them. Whatever your worry, fear, or overwhelming emotion, make a healthy decision based upon the following 2 questions. 1, is there abuse of any kind? If there is, it is time to seek help and get out immediately. It doesn't have to be only physical. It can be emotional, what leads to condescending behavior by your spouse. You have the right to be emotionally and physically safe no matter what. Number 2, have you tried everything possible to save the marriage? Clients will come to my office exhausted in another relationship or feeling helpless to make a decision. Elicit the support of a professional psychotherapist, both individually and as a couple. It is not over until you can look in your children's eyes and in yours and say you have done everything possible to save this marriage. At times when clarity is needed, a separation may be the answer. It allows time for space for each other to collect thoughts, work through fears, and rejuvenate to fight for the marriage. This is only an option when both people agree to give 100% effort. If both parties do not agree, this is often the demise of the marriage. A separation has the potential to be both positive and negative. It truly depends on the map that is followed. Prior to separation, make a healthy and logical decision to seek the support of a professional. You do not have to feel alone. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Life Lessons in Divorce Recovery. For additional information or to register for an upcoming event, visit www.christyknights.com. While you're there, check out all the great ways you can continue to receive support between episodes through my blog and social media. And don't forget, be real, Be raw, just be.
Thank you for watching Life Lessons in Divorce Recovery. For more great information, visit ChristyKnights.com. Also, browse the other shows found on this Biz TV Shows network.